This morning we're being joined by financial policy analyst Babatunde Erinjogunola, who joins us virtually on the show. Good morning, Babatunde. We're very glad to have you on the program.
Good morning. Always good to be here. Thank you.
Thank you indeed. So all the time before I do anything personally speaking, I put myself in other people's shoes. So I'm trying to think aloud this morning on how economic hardship is being handled by an average Nigerian. Would you want to share your experience with us?
Well, good morning, Nigeria. And again, I salute your courage and resilience in coping in this difficult time. That is what citizenship is. Good citizenship is all about. We all know we are facing a bit of a challenging economic situation. So Nigerian people, honestly, have been cooperative, understanding, and yes, there have been some speak-ups and reaction to the difficult situation. However, on a broader scope, I engaging with Nigerians, I see everybody doing what they can, reaching out for support where possible, and try to do things differently. We're hoping that that will lead to a different result. But they're calling on government to show the same commitment to all of the sacrifices required at this stage to move from where we are to where we should be, a state of surplus from this negative and deficit position. So that's what I say. I think Nigerians are quite understanding and supporting citizens, and that's what has kept the country going so far.
Indeed. For me, talking about this issue, the first thing that comes to my mind is that just like you, Nigeria has lots of experts in various fields of economics, financial management, various, all manners of experts, and we have time and time again put together these experts to come up with all manners of documents. So we're not really challenged with ideas or the kinds of information that we need. So, but why are we not able to change the story?
In most cases, you can't outperform your environment. Our environment has been very challenging for an average Nigerian, and this is informed by the quality of policy options and implementation strategies that our leaders, political leaders, they've adopted over the years. And that is actually the big challenge for us in the country. All experts can only operate from the policy space and, take from the policy, operate within the rule of law, and bring your creativity into that and be able to support, service delivery in your space. However, you cannot do what is impossible because we engage with our public institutions. They are far from where we expect them to be. On the private level, you can see creativity. We can see all of the things that happen within our private or corporate space. You can't say the same at our public institution and establishment. So there should be an alignment of, productive mindset in the country, right from the government, all of to the public institutions and those working there. Then public experts or professional experts can now ride on that and be able to bring out all of the policies, ideas, writing from the theories to be able to create value for the people. The same consultants you are talking about or experts, when they go to a different environment, just like a typical Nigerian, they operate differently. That is what the environment offers. So, but we hope that we will continue to work with our people and our government to make our operating space better and good enough to deliver value that we expect.
To you carefully, and I noticed that the issue of implementation of policies was prominent in what you said, that even if the experts knock together all of the great ideas, They are not probably, it's the bureaucracy, the civil servants, and those in government and authority that would eventually do the implementation. So there's a challenge with the implementation from what you have said. But then again, let's look at the reality and see, for example, you talk about the national minimum wage of 70,000 naira, and that's for the least worker. I don't want to go into the debate about the consequential adjustments, because it's not like it translates to everybody gets times 2 of what we're earning. All right, so, and then the issue of how people are able to manage within that, and looking at the inflation and all of that. Shehu talked earlier on about savings, the culture of saving. I mean, we grew up, to be mentored about how you must save, no matter how little. So in the circumstance, would you rather say that in a difficult time, and Nigerians should focus on surviving, because again, an attempt to want to save may just further complicate, may even lead to health issues and all manners of complications for Nigerians at the moment?
Yeah, thank you. The truth of the matter is we have to survive first. So what I say to people and Nigerians is that please prioritize your surviving and well-being in whatever we need to do. In difficult times, this is what savings is all about. If you have saved, you can reach out to part of the savings to support your immediate need, to ensure that you are able to stay on and weather this difficult time and go back to savings. In our business, what we tell people is that once we are the financial doctors, which is consultants, once we're able to work with our clients and make sure that they are okay, from within financially, most likely a lot of health issues would have been brought under control as well. So people need to make sure that their financial state is very, very balanced as much as possible, such that there won't be stress, depression, and all of the things that can bring about serious medical issues. But be that as it may, if we look at things historically, Nigeria has been relatively comfortable with savings. When you compare what their gross disposable income is and what they spend on consumption. Globally, Nigeria is rated to be at about 34.6 in that respect, which is pretty sitting around a good high position up until 2023. We don't know what the figure will say by 2024. Of course, we can anticipate that with what the reality people have faced as a result of the policy options of the government in terms of the, the removal of subsidy on fuel, and at the same time, floating the exchange rate. I've always said that you can't float something when you don't weigh it enough. And when you do, when you know that your ship or your boat is not strong enough to weather the tide, you need to provide life jackets for those that will be on. So the life jackets are not there for Nigerians, and that's why the turbulence is really affecting us in the way you see it. So,
okay.
Brian, yes.
Please land on that, because I'd like to just follow up on that particular response of yours. Please land on it. Are you good?
Oh, okay. No, I was just saying that there is no enough floating support. When you get onto the speedboat going from one location, and maybe going to Ikorodu now, you will be asked to put on the life jacket. It's because they know that there could be turbulence and they prepare you for that. Nigerians appear not to be prepared for this too difficult policy that came on us, but we're in it already. We all have to land well, and we just have to work with government to make sure that whatever we need to do, particularly this is the time for us to keep ourselves well and ramp up production at our capacity, at our level.
Okay.
We have to increase production and productivity to get out of this.
Now, in all of these, Nigerians have been asking for the conducive environment to do business. You can't take it away from Nigerians that the entrepreneurial spirit is very high, but they would also argue that some actions or inactions of government have been able to push them down from where they were maybe some years ago, so to speak. My question, in the midst of all of this, while hopefully government is able to bring answers to all of the questions we're raising today, what can an average family do to survive?
Thank you. Average family now must look out for each other first. They must not shy away from asking, are you okay? And when they ask for that, let them ask, let the person actually feel the genuineness in that. And so that the feedback you get will at least be assuring and lay foundation to discussing other issues that might be of concern to, individuals within the family household. However, this is the time family, household, and individual have to look inwards and see what is possible from within their previous savings and how they manage that to even move it to controllable investments that can create value for them in the short, medium, and long term. But as we have said, this is time to show understanding with ourselves. We see these days practically people that ordinarily would not reach out to you will just send a message or something. That tells you really that this hardship is biting. And to that extent, we have to show understanding. We must not just ignore signs or symptoms from our fellow household members. We should work with ourselves as a collective from the family household point to weather this storm. We should be free to discuss our financial concerns and hopefully tap into whatever support government is offering, because government is, one way or the other saying that they're doing one thing or the other. Yes, I have not seen anybody that has told me that he or she has benefited from, like, say, the 50,000 SME loan, SME grants. They were crediting 15 number of people directly. Quite frankly, I have not seen anyone that said they've gotten that. But it shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, I was going to come to that. To be able to reach average Nigerians to support them shouldn't be something difficult for the government with the level of digitalization our financial system has attained in recent times. So this coming to the press, saying things or distributing things along partisan or political interest, if that's the case, will not help the situation. We should make it a broad-based support for our people at this stage, such that government support can get to the right people that needs it. And with that, they can remain stable and well to be able to, move on and contribute to the production level that is required to get us out of this difficult state in the country.
All right. Thank you very much.